Hello and welcome to Talk Soup, a weekly podcast from Selma City Schools where you will hear information regarding our schools, the district, and the community at large. And now, our host, Dr. Avis Williams.
Hi there. Greetings, Selma community. Welcome to another episode of Talk Soup. I'm Dr. Avis Williams, Superintendent for Selma City Schools.
And I'm Courtney Washington, Community Engagement Specialist for Selma City Schools.
And I hope everybody enjoyed our episode last week on bullying prevention and hearing from our scholars. And they're so insightful.
They are.
And they're very aware of not only what's happening, but what they can do to impact bullying at their schools or just in life, period.
Right, in kindness. I like the touches and the conversations about kindness with them and their acts of kindness and what to do to show their kindness. So it's wonderful, awesome scholars.
Yay, and we're looking forward to hearing from our elementary scholars today for today's episode, right?
Yes,
but we always do a why, and this is really a continuation of last week where we talked about the why on bullying prevention. And again, we really want to make sure that we're clear that all of our scholars deserve safe learning environments. And that's why we want to focus on it this month, because it's a National Bullying Prevention Month. But it's important that we do this throughout the year.
Throughout the year, from August to August.
Exactly. So we're going to continue with that why, just ensuring that our schools are bully-free and that our scholars feel safe and supported while they're at school.
And that they're also practicing, again, self-reflection, because you never know when you are, and that was one of the conversations that came up. You don't know sometimes that when you are the bully, but it's taking a step back and realizing that you are, and then what to do to counter that action. So.
And it was refreshing for me to hear the scholars own up to the times that they've been a bully, or even just thinking about maybe there are things that I've said or done that did not exhibit kindness, and being able to reflect on that and do better moving forward. So.
And the special emphasis on cyberbullying, speaking with our high school scholars about what that looks like, and just things again that they didn't realize was, is that so? Yes, it is.
Yes. Yeah, and that awareness piece is part of what Bullying Prevention Month is about also, because we don't want to take for granted that our scholars or even our parents know all that it's involved when you think about what bullying looks like. Because it does look different now than it did when the parents were in school. So it's an awareness campaign as well. But another thing that we do each episode is the street committee said, what? Now, the street committee happens in a multitude of ways. Sometimes it's conversations, questions being asked, social media. It might come up during a meeting where someone says they heard something and that type of thing. But we had a question that came up about what does it take to be a school board member? Which is a great question. It's an elected position, and you're required to live in the area that you intend to represent. Unless you want to do the board president, which is an at-large position, and that just means you can live anywhere within the city limits, and then you serve as the board president. And when you vote for a representative within that area. Aside from that, the main thing is just have a love for public education
and our scholars,
and for our scholars, and to the true desire to improve our schools, to work as a team to improve our schools. I think that's probably the most important thing. But to be able to run, you do have to live in the right area for the school district that you intend to represent. Sometimes things come up about our hiring. Selection process might be a better way of looking at it, because my job as superintendent is to make a recommendation. And we do that based on a process of hiring. Sometimes it involves 2 interviews, and sometimes it's just 1. It just depends on the position. But we always vet candidates, meaning that we look at the minimum qualifications, and everybody doesn't get an interview. I mean, that's just, a fact of the matter. It's very competitive, too. And anybody out there, whether you're in education or otherwise, who has applied for a job, it's very competitive. And our goal is just to have the best and brightest, most effective people who are also a good fit for the job that they're doing for Team Selma. Because Team Selma is special. And so we want to make sure that we have a good fit. But what I really challenge people, if you've got some specific questions, call me, shoot me an email, because I'd be more than happy to go into more detail, especially about some of the performance-based pieces that we use for interviews. because typically if we have a situation where we're doing more than one interview, the first one is usually that whole you're in the hot seat having questions asked. And you can relate to this because you were in the hot seat just a year and a half ago. And then your second interview was performance based, where you had to actually create a presentation as if you have the job.
Yeah.
And, so if anyone has any specific questions on what that looks like and, some of the things that we consider in terms of being a good fit for Team Selma, give me a call, Street Committee. I'll be more than happy to uncover that for you. Yeah.
And then check out our core value, equity. We give everyone an equal opportunity to apply, just again, those qualifications.
Absolutely. But great questions, though. Those are two great questions. And we appreciate the Street Committee keeping us on our toes and holding us accountable. Yeah. But for now, I'm excited about hearing from our scholars.
I am too. Yay.
So we'll be back in a little bit to wrap it up, but enjoy our scholars. Go Team Selma.
Bullying is not kind.
Bullying can be very hurtful.
Don't be a bully, be a friend.
Let's not be a bully.
Bullying can lead up to harmful things such as suicide or even death.
Bullying is not kind to people.
You should not bully because it can be really, really hurtful to students. I'm telling you, SPK is a bullying-free zone.
One team, one voice against bullying. Be kind.
Welcome back to Talk Soup. Man, I just love our scholars.
I do too.
Oh my goodness.
Awesome.
Yes. And just to hear from their mouths, it's it's powerful, and it's just a great reminder of our why.
And I love seeing again their descriptions and written words about kindness and bullying prevention. I love the video portions from Sophia P. Kingston, so that was wonderful too.
Absolutely. Now, as you're watching this, it's November.
Yeah.
So Bullying Prevention Month is over, but we want to continue to be kind and to make sure that awareness is not something that ends just because the month ended.
Right.
Yeah, so just keep it up, scholars, parents, community. Help us to make sure that, again, we have safe, supportive schools for all of our scholars. That's what we need. That's what we want.
Yes. Yeah. So I want to do our partner shout out. Our partnership program is open year round, so we're inviting all community members still looking for something good to do for our scholars. Contact me, Courtney Washington. I am, again, the Community Engagement Specialist. Information about our Adopt a School program is on our website. But Trustmark Bank is tutoring at Edgewood, and so I want to shout out to them. Thank you guys for all that you do for our scholars.
Yeah, and I know with Edgewood doing the academy that includes entrepreneurship and commerce, having a bank as a business partner, that's a good lift.
Strategic, huh?
Very strategic. I love that. That's awesome. So as we are wrapping up, we have wrapped up October, that means football season is coming to an end also. And I know we've got our last home game tonight, Friday night against LaFleur, I believe.
LaFleur.
That's our last home game, so that's tonight. So please come out and support our Saints. Another thing that happened this week, and you all check our social media on this, our esports got started. Yeah, esports is new, and I am so excited that we're able to add esports as an option for our scholars. It's new, and it's sanctioned by the NCAA and the Alabama High School Athletics Association.
Wonderful.
Now, come to our December board meeting, and I've invited Coach Lane and the team to come and share. By then, they'll have had several matches and be able to share their experiences.
I'm excited. Maybe we can bring them on one week for Talk Soup. Maybe they can
be
show
awesome.
us some of their secrets.
Some of their gaming. Yeah, that'll be awesome. But that's our December board meeting. But we also have a November board meeting on November 12th. And during that meeting, I'll also present our State of the Schools address and just sharing the progress that we've made. I'm super excited at the work that's being done at all of our schools. Such appreciation for our teachers and leaders at all of our schools. But come out on November 12th at Selma High School, 5 o'clock, and hear that State of the Schools address. And learn more about how to get involved with Team Selma.
Yeah, we need you.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Yeah, we are.
This was fun. Again, stay lifted up with our scholars and with bullying prevention and everything else. Our scholars need the support of the community. And as always, we want to make sure we're embodying our theme: one team, one voice, committed to excellence. And that's for all of Selma and Dallas County. So thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Bye.